I have learned that sometimes the identity and the image, and at least in my case, the name that you're running from is directly connected to your purpose. It's directly connected to who you are, and your name gives you the nature. And because that name gives you the nature, you walk in accordance to that nature. You walk in accordance to everything that it is and what it needs. Consider the trees. Every tree has a name and it has a nature. A pine tree, it has pines. Maple tree, it has maple, of course, the syrup. Four-leaf clovers, they have four-leaf clovers. Their name dictates their nature. And I say all the time, for me, for a long time, I went by a lot of nicknames. I wasn't the biggest fan of my middle name. And I would go by everything but my name. Everything but my name is what I would go by. And I couldn't figure out what was going on, why this didn't fit, why that didn't fit. I was constantly looking for the right name that begins to show me who I am. And it wasn't until I actually started going with the name that I was given that everything began to work. Like when I was in college, I did a telethon and I was going by BJ, mostly because there was a lot of Britneys. And I got tired of hearing somebody say Brittany, and I'm turning around like, huh? And they're like, not you. And I'm like, ugh. So I would go by BJ. And once upon a time, it was Big Head, Booger, many different names. I would come up with a lot of these different nicknames. However, my dad kept calling me Simone. And people kept calling me Brittany or Brit. And it wasn't until I said yes to that name that things began to work. And it wasn't until I said yes to that my nature began to be revealed. And that revealed my purpose, because the nature gives you that purpose. And that purpose shows you what you were here for, what you are called to this earth for. So I no longer go by BJ. Do I have a big head? Yes. But I no longer go by Big Head. It's Brittany Simone. Because whenever I would call and I would say, hey, my name is BJ Jefferson calling from blah, 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 they would either hang up. I had maybe one or two calls and I've been sitting and doing it for 8 hours. But as soon as I started saying, hi, my name is Brittany Jefferson, it worked. As soon as I started going by Brittany Simone, it worked. That's because now my nature is creating and cultivating the purpose, and the purpose is giving me the reason for why I'm here. And everything that I need is being drawn to me. So I would invite for you to go by the name that you were given. Yes, do we have nicknames? Absolutely. Right now, one of my nicknames is PBJ, which is peanut butter and jelly extra crunchy. But when it goes to my name, it's Prophet Brittany Jefferson. And I was like, I like that, because I grew up loving peanut butter and jelly. I love peanut butter and jelly now, especially with crunchy peanut butter. I wish they made Uncrustables with crunchy peanut butter. But I digress, because then I'll get hungry and then I'll go on another tangent about food. But when you allow that name to dictate your nature gives you your purpose gives you the reason for life and what's going to be drawn to you. That's when you begin to like those things you're supposed to like. And you're not really too excited about the things you're not supposed to like. And it's definitely difficult, because you're separating yourself from a way of life and being. However, you would like it much more. I used to mourn and grieve the old way of Brittany. And I believe that that's when the S word comes in, because when you begin to kill that identity and you got to create another one, it's hard. But now I'm standing in that Brittany Simone, and you may be seeing me wearing lipstick, wearing my hair down, wearing glasses. You may think that that's normal. But if you know me, you know that's far from normal. So I just definitely invite you to get in tune with your name, your nature, your purpose, your reason for life. Everything around you will come forth and prosper. So I want you to stay safe. And this is Brittany Simone with Do You See What I See? And if you don't, let me show you.